Never start a sales conversation without setting the stage. This is Sales for Nice People, the daily podcast for ethical entrepreneurs who want to sell more without having to go against their values, or indeed without having sales conversations that don't go anywhere. I am Martin Steller. I help nice people sell more. And you have probably experienced situations where you show up to a buyer conversation and you're all keen to see what the problems are and if they are ready to buy and how you could solve it and if they are going to accept your price. And at the end of the hour, you didn't get anywhere. There's no clarity. You didn't make a proposal. They haven't asked you how it works. You haven't set a next appointment. And you feel like you've just wasted another hour talking to somebody without getting ahead. If that has ever happened to you, then it's really important that before you go into your next sales conversation or the rest of your career, you start each conversation by setting the stage, by defining with your buyer what would be a good outcome of the conversation. Because if you don't know what is the best destination to arrive at, how are you going to make sure that you arrive at that destination? Yes, obviously, you want the destination to be for them to say, how does it work? How much does it cost? Okay, send me the invoice. I'll send you the money. But if you don't set the stage, then it is very likely that you never get there. It happens when you start a conversation by saying, hey, nice to meet you. How are you doing? Well, now your buyer starts talking about who knows what. And here you are listening and having a friendly chat, building rapport for 10, 20 minutes. And then you need to get into the meat and potatoes of what actually is the problem they want solved. Total waste of time. Your buyer's time is valuable. Your time is also very valuable. So you want to make sure that each time you interact with your buyer and you spend time, you optimize the time. You get the most out of the situation. And you do that by setting the stage, which is really simple. You simply ask your buyer, hey, really good to see you. I'm looking forward to this conversation. Before we get started, what would be most helpful for you today? And now your buyer is getting autonomy to define what is going to be most useful for them, most helpful, and you get to direct your conversation towards an outcome and a resolution and the most helpful thing for them. So remember, each time that you go into a conversation, before you actually get into anything, set the stage. Define with your buyer a destination so that you know what you're working towards so that you actually end up at the destination, or at the very least, increase your chances of getting to the destination. Make sense? Good. Get more of this with a daily email at martinsteller.com/nicepeople, and I will see you tomorrow.